I don't know how people deal with glasses. Hey, Jason here. And today I just want to talk about like what is going on with the world, man. Like I've been in so for this weekend I've been like going really deep into some conspiracy theories. And let me know if you heard about it. And it's not the Umar Johnson one, but it's like the president of France, apparently his wife may be transgender. This is the craziest thing I've heard in a long time. And it's just really fascinating going watching some of the stuff that's on it because man, they're not doing a good job debunking that. I don't even know if you can call it a conspiracy at this time, but that hypothesis that his wife was actually born a man. So like if you're not familiar with Candace Owens, I've been watching her. Very smart, intelligent woman. I don't think people realize how intelligent she really is and how much she understands legal law, contract law, and how to be a journalist. She's a true journalist. And she's a lot different than these opinionated journalists, the ones that the media throws in our face. And so she did a whole like 5, 6 series expose on her YouTube channel of becoming Brigitte, whatever her name is, the French lady, one whatever, look, the French person, the first lady of France, and it's very compelling evidence that most likely that individual, or there's a high probability or possibility that individual was living as a male for a good part of their life. And I'm trying to be careful what I say. I'm not trying to make accusations. I don't want the French president suing me like they suing her. But it was just interesting, man, because it's like there's no pictures of her in her early. There's no family around. Like there's just nothing there. And mind you, I'm a person that was in the military. At the point when I was in the military, I held a top secret clearance. There's still pictures and videos and photos of me from all throughout that time in the military. There's people you can go find who knows me or who knew me. But like for her, the things are just not adding up. And her brother, there's never been photos of the daughter and the brother at the same time. So it sounds like the first lady of France. And let me know if you've been following this. This is crazy. I'm just now finding out about this. I've been watching this all weekend because it's so fascinating. But the first lady of France most likely was born a boy. And the thing is weird because like the life of the so-called brother, who they think is the boy, is the real first lady. That life doesn't coexist with the lady's life. Like there's no pictures of them together as adults. There's none of this like family photos growing up all together. And everybody is thinking that the French first lady is a man. And I'm confused because I'm like, okay, if you're a transsexual, what's wrong with it? Like, that would be France being probably the most progressive country in the world, I guess. Like, you're okay with your president being married to a transsexual. Even though I think if you read more into the case, there's worse things that they should be worried about than her being a transsexual. I feel like they should be more worried about why was a 39, 40-year-old individual saying they fell in love with a 14, 15-year-old child, and they waited until 20 or 20. Like it don't make sense. Like that's just creepy stuff to me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, but between that and Dr. Umar, man, this really had my weekend really filled with just watching videos and doing stuff. As far as doing the research and fact checking a few people. But yo, I think the French first lady is possibly a man. Because they will not just say, here's proof she's a woman, here's her birth certificate, here's pictures of her as a woman. Here's pictures of her pregnant. Even the so-called kids, none of his stuff's adding up. Her first marriage isn't adding up. And mind you, I'm a person that had a top secret clearance with the military. So it's like, it ain't like having a clearance is not like the movies. Like, you're not doing all of this cool, crazy stuff. Like, you're not doing, hey, how you doing, Maria? You're not, real life is not like the movies, man. Without going into too much detail, it's not like the movies. And for an individual, if you're born after 1930, then you should have a very well documented digital footprint, whether it's photographs, social media. There's just going to be things there. Like, people post pictures everywhere and people tag each other in pictures. So like, for there to be nothing, especially of nothing of you and your brother, when he was the best man for your first wedding, you was there for his wedding, which, yo, that's a good one. So the brother, who I think name was John or something like that. Oh, hey, YouTube is a great place, Maria. A lot of good stuff on here. I'm just talking about this real quick. It ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm talking about this. It's just fascinating. And I don't want to do it as a static video, so I want to just do it as a live. And so the brother, so before I get to the brother, there was this interview on like a version of Jerry Springer, Oprah, something like that. They had a talk show like that back in the 70s or 80s. And there was a transgendered woman who had the full surgery, everything. And her name was Veronique. Or Veronique, something like that. Veronique. Turns out the brother, the first lady's brother, was married to a woman named Veronique, but there's no proof of the wedding except this one piece of paper that say they got married. So people are saying Veronique was her when she first transitioned. Now, after the brother and her, the Veronique person divorced, supposedly, then all of a sudden that's where the brother's no longer in the picture. No one knows where he is. And then this Brigitte came out of nowhere. Brigitte is now the person. And on top of, apparently, Macron, who's the president of France, his mother fought for transgenders to be able to change their name and identity legally. Like, it's a whole lot of crazy stuff, man. Like this, I'm gonna say, if you're French, let me know what y'all think. Like, I really want to know what the French people think. Like, oh, y'all, and do y'all even know this is going on? Oh man, this is why the internet is so awesome, man. Who would have thought we live in a world now where the first lady of one of the major countries is possibly a transgender, but lying about being transgender, but is okay with saying you groomed a young boy underage? Like, mind blown. This is crazy, man. But let me get off of that before I get in trouble. Let's talk about Dr. Umar Johnson, or Uj. I hate using doctor in front of him. Umar Johnson, man, like, bro, you're such a big disappointment. You're such a disappointment, dude. All you had to do was build a damn school. At the very least, the money that was donated, and you could have came to Africa and actually done some good. You could have helped change some lives. You could have changed some lives in the U.S. also, by the way. But it's starting to look like, yo, he scammed a bunch of people, man. He was holding up that Pan-African, and that dude just let everybody down. Such a failure. I'm so disappointed in you, man. I don't think you should be going to jail or anything like that. I do think you misled a bunch of people. But it might be time for you to get a job, bro. It's time to do some work, Umar. Be a Walmart greeter, go to CVS, do whatever you got to do wherever you got to be. Start writing some books, maybe do some ghost writing under different pen names. But yo, you're a disappointment, man. We do not need any more people like you that is using platforms just to sleep with the women. Then you bash them when you're not getting what you want, or they're not doing what you want, or being in compliance. And then you're mismanaging money, man. And this goes more into the more serious part of the conversation with what's going on with the world. We need to learn financial literacy and financial independency. Um, I don't think people understand what that is, what it looks like, and what it really means. It's easy to say, oh, I'm going to be financial independent. Oh, I'm financially literate. But do you show it? Like, going out buying name brand stuff is not someone who's financially literate. When you meet real rich people, real wealthy people, they do not buy a bunch of name brand junk. Most of their stuff, you'll be like, man, did you go to Walmart and get dressed? They don't dress like people think they dress. They may have a nice car, but the average car they drive is a Honda or a Toyota. You're not seeing them just riding around in the Lambos, the Rolls Royce. Like even Andrew Tate, when you see him without the Bugatti and all of that, he's marketing. That's not his everyday stuff. He's marketing when he do that. He's doing a marketing campaign when he's showing it. He's becoming a personality or a persona when he does that. Like, but at the end of the day, he's financially independent and financially literate. The man is very smart when it comes to money. He's not dumb. And he is someone that people should actually look deeper into what he's talking about, not just the surface level. I don't have a dream. I just have goals. I don't dream. People need to quit dreaming and have goals. That's one of the biggest problems with the world today. Too many people are taught to have a dream or care about someone else's dream. You need to have goals and actionable steps to reach those goals. We don't have time in this world anymore to be focused on dreams. Dreams are for fairy tales. People need goals and actionable steps to get to their goals. And that's why I'm talking about financial literacy and financial independence. Those should be the only two goals that everybody have in this world. The one saving grace about being alive in this time frame right now is you have complete control over how much you're worth. You're able to market yourself. You can brand yourself. You have the ability to create businesses without anyone stopping you. This right here is a business account. YouTube is a business account. The more that I'm keeping people on this platform, eventually they'll be like, oh, let me throw some, let you get ad revenue. They unlock layers just like in network marketing, multi-level marketing. Social media is no different. The first level you usually unlock is being able to monetize. That may be super chats, you can have memberships, or you can have ad revenue. But at the end of the day, that's them unlocking things because it's saying you have proven that, okay, I can keep enough people on the platform. I can hold this much attention, creating content that at least this amount of people are liking. And they reward you for that with being able to profit yourself. That's a business. Same thing goes with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and any other platform, Twitch, Kick, all the streaming platforms. It's all a business. Like, there's only one goal we all should have right now. Two, financial independence and financial literacy. If we don't change our financial circumstances, nothing along our life is going to change. That is the generational curse that we're all dealing with. We're dealing with the generational curse of poverty mindset. Like, I'm here in Lusaka, Zambia. There's tons of opportunities out here. But you know how many people drunk away their opportunities this weekend? A lot. And I'm not just talking about young people. It's a lot of old fools out here too. And they have a bunch of dreams, but they don't have the goals. Like, we haven't been taught what a goal really is. We haven't been taught how to get to a goal. We haven't been taught what stops us from getting to a goal. Like, the thing that stops us from getting to our goals is our paradigm. Our paradigm is our habitual pattern of behaviors. Any goal that you want to reach is something you have never accomplished in your life. So think about it. If you've never been financially independent or financially literate, how are you going to just know how to do that? Everything inside of you is going to try to stop you from reaching that goal. And what you must do is you must create or increase your awareness around the subject. You must put your attention and focus into it. So, personal example of what I did to increase my financial literacy, because you can't be financially independent without being financially literate first, because you have to understand the mistakes you're making is I started listening to people who had more money than me. I started following Dave Ramsey. I started following Susie Orman. I got into Grant Cardone. I started following other people. And then I started going to seminars about money. It wasn't an overnight thing. This is 10, 12 years down the line. I remember when I first started saving money, and I always share this story is I didn't have piggy banks growing up. Like I had drug addict uncles. They're still that stuff. So what I did in my house, I had like a big plastic bucket, cut a hole in the top, and I put duct tape all around it so I couldn't open it. And then I would just put in my change, put in the money that I said I was going to put in each week. And then at the end of the year, the first time I did that, I think I had about 4,000 or 5,000 US dollars saved up. That's how I learned how to save. With that, I purchased a cruise, went on my first cruise. Then that was my thing that I was doing each and every year, just saving up for it. But what I didn't understand I was doing at the time was I was changing my paradigms. I was changing my habits. I was starting to discipline myself. I was giving myself a command and following through with it. And that's how I became financially literate. Then I became financially independent, which took me more years. I started doing the debt snowball. I started paying off debt. I started being mindful of not just taking credit cards because someone said, hey, you're pre-approved. Those were the things that I did, man. I'm a guy that came from having car title loans. I'm a guy who came from doing payday loans because that's what I saw all around me in my communities, even within my family. So I was programmed to follow the same steps. There's a reason why I'm now living in Africa and the rest of my family is still back home in Texas. I decided to start doing things different. I decided to start changing my paradigm, my habits. If you want to reach a goal, you must start changing your habits. You cannot be the person you are today to be the person you want to be tomorrow. Those two people are not in alignment with each other. They don't vibe together. Even with me, there's parts of me that I'm improving on to get even better. Like now I'm focused on, okay, I want to become a real estate developer here in Zambia. I want to start getting into minerals. I want to create a car fleet out here to where all of these different things that are creating me generational wealth. That's my goal now, is generational wealth, which still flies back to financial literacy and financial independency. Like you have to have those two things as your goal. Nothing else matters. If you want to get married, you need to be financially independent. And then you need to be financially literate. Why you say so? What causes most divorces? Irreconcilable differences around money. It's not about cheating. Usually it's about money. People don't realize the number one problem we all have in this world right now is money. Doesn't matter where you are in life, it's never enough money to do everything that you want to do. So that's the only goal that we all should have. And then, because like once you start reaching your money goals and you start reaching the different levels, you'll start getting a true grasp on where do you want to be in life. Like most people think they want to be multimillionaires or I want to be that billionaire. Most people don't. Most people don't want to be anywhere near that. Most people don't want to be entrepreneurs. Most people don't want to do any extra work. Most people just want to live a comfortable life and not stress on if they're going to be able to pay their bills by the end of the month. Now, like for me, I'm in a place in life and it's not bragging. I don't worry about if my bills are going to be paid. Like today is what, the 4th? So the 2nd, I pay all my bills for the month on the 2nd. And then the rest, I'm just like, oh, what do I want to do? It's nice, but at the end of the day, like I still want to be able to accomplish more. I want to have more residencies in more countries. I want to have properties in more countries. I want to travel more and also have full-time countries that I'm living between, maybe 2 to 3. So I'm spending like 3-4 months at a time in each country. And that's just all part of my personal goals. Like, so really think about it. Like, what is your goal that you want to do with money? Like, where do you want to be when it comes to financial independency? Um, like I'll give you this example too. Like for me, I only have one credit card now. I got rid of all of my high credit cards. I used to have one for 10,000, a couple 7,000. I got rid of all of them. I have one credit card. It has $1,000 monthly limit, and I pay that off every month. I use it for my regular spending. I pay it off at the end of the month, or every couple of weeks I pay off something on it. That's what I do. Like I started realizing I don't need all of this debt just weighing over my head. Because what are one of the things you end up doing? Oh, let me just throw it on the card. Oh, let me just swipe it this one time. You get into a pattern of that, and then that becomes a new paradigm of your spending. Like, let me just swipe, 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 and then I'll pay it another time. Then it'll go back to where like you may start saying like, let me just pay the minimum this month. I'll pay the rest off next. Like I don't do that. Like let's say if I spend $100 this week on my credit card, I pay off $100 at the end of the week or the start of next week. Like I don't try to keep a high revolving debt. And that's just something that I've learned by becoming financially literate and financially independent. I don't like being in debt at all. Like I do not like it. I would rather spend more money and pay something off over a period of time than go into debt and pay something off at once. And so just think about that. Just throwing it out there. I know everybody wants to focus on their dreams in life, but I would say focus on your actual goals. And there's only two goals we all should have in life, which is financial independency and financial literacy. But let me know what you think. And so that's about it. That's it for the conspiracy theories. I don't want to go too deep into that because I don't want any issues with the French. I don't know. Maybe one day I might go to France. I doubt it. Ever since I found out they had bed bugs everywhere and the Eiffel Tower looks like crap, I was like, I'm good. I find a lot more beautiful things here in Africa personally. But that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to go live for a little bit. Going to shoot a few videos today. I got to start getting the channel together, getting some more stuff uploaded. And let me see what else I got to do. I think that's about it. Still working on a schedule for lives. Power is power here. Like today, electricity didn't come back to about 1,300. So like now I got everything powering up. But that's about it. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this one short. Let me go and head over to TikTok, do some couple of content there. And just remember this, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.